This is psychology beyond the margin. Nobody can think. Immigration system of Australia is a super system. They study the minds of immigrants, they study the minds of the CEO of the companies, and they are more psychologists than officers. They are making super policies. I am impressed. I was rating USCIS number one immigration system. I think in coming videos I may switch my ranking of immigration systems in which Australian immigration system may be declared by my channel a number one. Still it's on second number. USCIS I think is a number one and number first, and then came IRCC, because Australian immigration system is talking about such change which you will think is in favor of immigrants. You will think it's in favor of immigrants, and companies will think these are in our favors, but those favors would be timely, and practically the things will be in favor of protesters. Wow, this is called a tricky psychology. What a tricky psychology. What a statement. What a new change by Australian immigration system. Quite impressive. In September 2025, you already know a lot of changes Australian immigration system is doing, and maximum changes are in favor of immigrants looking. But when you will study deeply, as I am telling you, just like a A-level examination or any examination of top levels in which answer looking in favor of immigrants, but later on you will say, oh my God, this is in favor of protesters. I will tell you the one change, and I will prove you by my evidences and reasoning that they will be in favor of. First, they look like in favor of immigrant, but later on I will tell you these are in favor of protesters. So if you are protester and protesting now, please listen my clip. Don't frustrate without listening deeply. So I know immigration system is also expecting that protesters will escalate their protest and will say that in spite of suppressing immigration, they are increasing number of immigrants and more immigrants are coming, because their main task is to reduce number of migrants. The protesters who are within 5 to 6 cities, major cities of Australia, and happened in UK as well, just moment before, some days back, currently going on in outside one asylum hotel, but they are in one city, not spread in all cities of England or UK. But here, the Sydney, the Melbourne, they were almost Adelaide, they were covered up by protesters. They equalized almost, they showed their presence in all big cities of Australia. Now I will tell you why I am telling that immigration system is a superficial system of Australia and impressed me a lot. The reason I tell you, they announced one thing. You know that their wages will increase from $53,000 to $70,000 from September 2025. In coming days, that will be practically implemented. The date I will also announce in my clip. Now they are talking about a test which is very significant. When you are applying for skilled worker, the first step is not your immigration. First step, to pass a test. Any authority will assess you, and any authority will assess your qualification, will take your test, will assess you by all way. They may conduct your physical interview by any source of internet, and they will check your skills, they will talk, they will see your written skills, and they will verify your experience certificate, they will see your diploma, they will verify your course content which you have studied, and then they will qualify you that you are eligible for this immigration. Then you can apply for any company job. Understand? Without assessment, you are not eligible to work in Australia. Like Trade Recognition Australia, I remember, were assessing the lowest level skilled jobs department, the department of the medical. They have also one department, medical department, also assessing healthcare workers. But now Australian immigration system says if you are getting job of $70,000, remember the minimum wages, now companies can offer $70,000 only. If you will offer less than $70,000, the companies are not able to invite overseas workers. And if you will offer less than $70,000, immigration system will not process that application from the September 2025. Now this look in favor of immigrant that there will be no testing system mean that assessment of the skills will be skipped. There will be no assessment of the skills. If the skills will not be assessed, how that man will be eligible to work in Australia? That is a question mark, because this is the biggest output of Australian immigration system, that they check the individuals properly, then a person went to Australia or go to Australia for work. But it look in favor. Please keep my point with your mind and be with me, then I am able to convince you in my session what Australian immigration system is doing a tricky zigzag path to convince the minds of the protesters. If you are protesters, you have to understand deeply, then you will be able to analyze the situation clearly. Australian immigration system says that your test will be skipped. Mean you will not give test, still you are eligible to work in the company. Condition is only one. This condition is very significant. Condition is only one: if any company will offer you minimum wages of 70,000 Australian dollars per month. Now, test is not there. Because you are so precious, you were so skilled person, you were so enthusiastic, you were so unique individual throughout the world that the company, in spite of offering in Australia, offered you from overseas country. It means no test skills are required. It means company is satisfied from your skill. Company has assessed you. No department selection is required. No any third party assessment is required like a TRA trade recognition Australia. Now I will let you tell. Technically, you are feeling very proud that I am now immigrant. If anybody will offer me $70,000 per annum, no assessment skills are required from the third party. Very simple. Now I will give you answer. Immigration system knows that Australian immigration system is assessing the salary wages within Australia, that companies cannot offer $70,000 to overseas workers. They will try to appoint the workers within Australia better, because they need to follow the documentation with the immigration system. And they have to pay $70,000. No, they will not take such risk. They will take only risk if person is only unbelievable person, amazing man, indispensable man, or any woman or man who is a unique individual. Definitely they will be able to go through this 70,000 annum. Otherwise they will offer this salary to Australian people. It's go in favor of Australian citizen. Thank you very much.